Welcome, my friends. It is good to share this moment with you. It is a simple thing to be peaceful when the path ahead is clear and the sun is warm upon your face. Anyone can be grateful when life is giving them exactly what they desire. But the true measure of our practice, the true test of our spirit, does not happen in the spring. It happens in the depths of winter. Today, I wish to speak to those of you currently walking through a hard season. Perhaps you are facing a great loss, a crushing failure, or a fog of uncertainty that refuses to lift. You feel the weight of the world pressing down, threatening to buckle your knees. How do you stand tall when everything around you is falling apart? Many years ago, when I was a young novice, my master took me into the forest just after a terrible ice storm had swept through the mountain. The devastation was immense. We came upon a massive oak tree, centuries old, whose mighty branches had snapped under the sheer weight of the ice, leaving it broken and scarred. Just beside it, there was a grove of young willow trees. They were slender and seemingly fragile, yet they were perfectly intact. My master looked at me and said, "Do you see? The oak refused to yield. It met the heavy ice with rigidity and pride, and so it broke. The willow, however, knows the secret of the seasons. It bowed low. It humbled itself before the weight of the ice until the storm passed. And then, it stood tall once again." To stand tall in a hard season does not mean you must be rigid, pretending that you are unaffected by pain. That is not strength. That is denial. True resilience, like the willow, requires a kind of yielding. It means accepting the present moment exactly as it is, without arguing with reality. When you are in a hard season, the greatest suffering comes not from the event itself, but from your mind screaming, "This should not be happening," but it is happening. Standing tall means finding your internal anchor, your breath, your awareness, your center, even while the external storm rages. You realize that the storm is happening around you, but it is not who you are. You are the space in which the storm occurs. When you feel overwhelmed, do not try to fight the whole war at once. Just fight the battle of this present breath. Can you stand tall for just this one inhalation? Yes. Then, can you stand tall for just this one exhalation? Do not despise your hard seasons. The snow that seems cold and crushing today is what melts to water the roots for your blooming tomorrow. These difficult times are carving depth into your soul, creating more space for compassion and wisdom to reside. Be like the willow. Breathe into the discomfort. Trust the cycle, and know that even the longest winter eventually gives way to spring. Walk gently today. If this message speaks to you, like, comment, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs this.